What happens when the weapon meant to destroy you becomes the very thing that fuels your rise? They thought they'd written your end. They sent someone to finish the job, convinced you were weak, vulnerable, and alone. But what they didn't realize was this: you're not easy to break. Betrayal is more than an act. It's a declaration of doubt. They handed your name to someone, believing they'd sealed your fate. They underestimated your strength, your ability to turn every moment of hardship into something that would make you stronger. Most would crumble under the weight of such a plan. But you've faced storms before. This was just another one, another test. And you've never been the type to shrink from challenges. You've grown from them. Every betrayal, every setback, they've only made you stronger. And this time, their calculated move would backfire in ways they couldn't predict. Their attempt to break you only served to reveal their own fear, the fear of your resilience. You didn't react in rage. You didn't retaliate blindly. Instead, you stayed calm, silent, watched, prepared. You understood that chaos doesn't demand a response. True power lies in silence, in patience. You waited for the moment when you could strike back, not with anger, but with unwavering strength. You didn't need to shout. You needed to show them that no matter what they did, they couldn't control you. Because the strongest don't make noise. They move in silence. While they schemed, you sharpened your resolve. While they thought you were weak, you were building something far greater than they could ever predict. They thought you'd panic. Instead, you became unshakable. What they didn't understand was that the calm you exuded was more powerful than any act of vengeance. You weren't afraid of them. You weren't afraid of the Hitman. You were only focused on what came next, the moment when everything would shift in your favor. Face to face with the one sent to break you, the air was thick with tension. Most would beg, plead, or crumble under pressure. But not you. You didn't need to beg. You didn't need to beg anyone for your life, because your life wasn't theirs to take. Your strength wasn't in words. It was in presence. The look in your eyes said everything. They chose the wrong target. The Hitman had no idea what he was up against. And as he hesitated, you felt the shift. He saw something in you, a strength, a calmness that he didn't expect. In that moment, everything changed. The power had shifted, and now you were in control. The Hitman didn't act. The plan fell apart. But what truly stunned them wasn't the failure. It was your resilience. It was the fact that you not only survived, you became stronger. You transformed what was meant to end you into a defining moment of your strength. The very thing they thought would destroy you became the fuel for your rise. They thought their schemes would break you, but all they did was make you more determined. You didn't seek revenge. You didn't stoop to their level. Simply surviving and thriving was enough to show them one undeniable truth: nothing could break you. You weren't just a survivor. You were a warrior who learned, grew, and became unbreakable through each challenge. Every attempt they made to hurt you only built your strength. Every obstacle was just another opportunity to prove that they could never defeat you. You didn't need to prove it to them. You proved it to yourself. You were no longer the person they thought they could control. You were the person who would rewrite their story. Their plans revealed one thing. They feared you, your potential, your resilience. They feared the power that radiated from you when everything around you seemed designed to make you fail. They feared your ability to rise, to become something far greater than they ever expected. Every attempt to end your story was just another chapter in your rise. They thought they had the power to dictate your fate. But the truth is, no one can control your story except you. Let their schemes remind you of your power. Let their attempts to destroy you be a constant reminder of your ability to turn pain into purpose, doubt into determination. When they expect you to fall, the best response is not to fight back with anger, but to rise with strength and purpose. They thought the story was over. They thought they'd written the ending. But you turned the page, wrote a new chapter, and left them speechless. This isn't just survival. This is your transformation, and you're just getting started. The world thought they could stop you, but you've only just begun to show them what you're capable of. Your real power. It's in your ability to overcome, to rise, and to turn the impossible into your reality. And when they look back, they'll realize that what they thought was the end was just the beginning of your greatest victory.